we're going to see two great courses, Hideaway Hills and Fernwood. Harry, what do you have in
Here
store?
are two things. Golf course is in immaculate condition and the views are fantastic.
We pride ourselves in a day golf destination. We also do a lot of really nice stay and play packages here at the resort.
With over 220 barrels of candy, Country Kettle is sure to have your
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf with Colleen Wolfe. I'm Harry Donahue. Spring has sprung. Everybody's got a golf club in their hand. And, you know, all around the Philadelphia area, people were just itching to get outside. And now, here we are in the Poconos, and they are really itching to get outside.
That's right, and golf in the Poconos is so great because you have all of those wonderful elevation changes, great views. So today, we're going to see two great courses, Hideaway Hills and Fernwood. Harry, what do you have in store for us at Hideaway Hills?
Well, the name sort of gives it away. It's hidden away and it's in the hills. It's in the middle of the Poconos. It's convenient right off the northeast extension at Mahoning Valley. And, well, what about the golf in the Poconos? You think right away of, well, hills and elevations, like you said, and vistas. You want to bring your camera with you, take some pictures, and play some good golf.
And then we're going to Fernwood. They have these great manicured greens, rolling fairways, and they're known as one of the oldest resorts in the Pocono Mountain area.
The Poconos is well known in the winter time for all the ski lodges and everything you can do with winter sports. This time of the year, you want to get outside and enjoy the mountains in a different way. Golf in the Poconos. It's coming up next on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf is brought to you by the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau. Life's greater in the Pocono Mountains. Yingling, America's oldest brewery. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where America goes to play. Visit online at phillytomyrtle.com. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, celebrating 90 years.
The Philadelphia section of the PGA of America is celebrating 90 years. Since 1921, the professionals of the Philadelphia section have proven themselves to be the players, teachers, managers, and stewards of the game of golf in the Philadelphia area. They are the experts in the game and business of golf. Please join us in celebrating our 90-year commitment to the game of golf.
If 5 friends are having a light beer and they all put their drinks down in the same place, how long will it take to find the Yingling Light Lager? About that long, because the rich amber color of Yingling Light Lager makes it stand out from the rest. The true lager flavor, however, makes it disappear. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yingling Light Lager, from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
Hideaway Hills here in the Poconos is a par 72 18-hole championship layout. It has a 2-tiered practice range before you go out, and once you're on the course, there's the signature island green and 4 different lakes that come into play.
What I like here about Hideaway Hills, every hole, there's a view from every hole, as you can see behind me. Every hole is by itself. They're very unique. I grew up here in the Poconos my whole life, and out here at Hideaway, you're definitely in the Poconos. It's a very wooded golf course, very unique. All the holes here, like I said, they're by themselves. So if you're playing a hole, you see almost nothing else except the hole you're playing and everything around you.
4 to 5 tee areas offer a competitive challenge for all levels of play.
It's a very golfer-friendly course, just by the different sets of tees we have, especially for the seniors. The seniors love to play here. It's only 5,600 yards for them, and they really like to come here just for the experience. I'd say most of our play is senior golf and ladies. Ladies love to play here too, particularly for the views, and they enjoy it. So it's very, very player-friendly.
And what do first-time golfers say?
Whenever a golfer comes here for the first time, we hear 2 things. Golf course is in immaculate condition and the views are fantastic. Well, welcome to hole number 7 here at Hideaway Hills. This is a great illustration of what you're going to get here at Hideaway. It's 182 yard par 3 from the front white tees. It could be anywhere from a 2 to 3 club difference in what you're going to hit. Depends on the wind and everything else, but this is what you get here at Hideaway Hills. About 80% of the holes are like this. Here for me, normally I hit a 5-iron, 185 yards. Today I have a 7-iron, which shows the great elevation change. Landed it safely in the middle of the green. On a hole like this, it's pretty much all you really want to do is just worry about getting on the green and taking your 2-putt and getting out of here with a par. One of the things here you'll see at Hideaway Hills is we have very large putting surfaces, which are take a little bit of time to master. Most of the greens are pretty big, so you can kind of get some big long putts, but they're very good condition. I would say immaculate condition, and they're quite fast. Here I have about a 40-foot putt from the tee shot that I had hit, and we're going to try and get it within 2-3 feet. All right, not too bad. And that's hole number 7, one of the great par 3s here at Hideaway Hills. What we're looking at here is number 15 green. It's the only true island green in the Poconos. It's definitely a fun hole to play. When you're hitting a shot into an island green, you know, seeing all that water, it's definitely a fun hole to play. Well, we've just come off of 15 with our island green. We come to 16 tee, which is an elevated tee to a dogleg right par 4 with a good drop to where the green is at. It's one of the forgotten holes here at Hideaway Hills. We have a lot of scenic holes here, and this is one that I think is my favorite, but it's one that kind of gets forgotten here, but it's one of the best par 4s we have here at Hideaway Hills. It's a 450-yard par 4, dogleg right, and it's a good risk-reward par 4. You can hit to the left and have a pretty mid-iron in, or you can try and cut a little bit of the corner off and hit a lower iron into the green. Here we are in the fairway at 16, about 170 yards out. I did mention that this is a very player-friendly golf course, but it does have its risk-reward opportunities. This will play a little bit shorter, but if you take too much club, as you can see behind the green there, you'll drop off a cliff and end up out of bounds. So you do have to be careful here when selecting your club. When you're selecting your club, you just have to be a little careful. Here we are at number 10, 538-yard par 5. Probably one of the most talked about holes here at Hideaway. It's definitely a risk-reward par 5. As you can see, the view behind me is spectacular. The conditioning is also spectacular. It's one of those holes that everybody comes into the restaurant afterwards and talks about. For being away for quite some time to this area, I'm very happy to be back in the Poconos and definitely here at Hideaway Hills Golf Club. It's probably one of my favorite golf courses in the Poconos, if not my favorite. It's always in immaculate condition, and we hear that from every player that comes through here. We have a golf academy here at Hideaway, which we offer PGA lessons individually, many different packages, clinics, schools, camps. We have just a little bit of everything here at Hideaway Hills.
Recently rated 4.5 stars by Golf Digest, Hideaway Hills is easy to find.
If you're coming from Philly, 476, you know, Mahoning Valley exit, you get right off there and it's only a couple miles. From the Poconos, from the Stroudsburg area, we're half hour. right down 209. Very convenient to get here, and it's not really that far. It's worth the drive.
Experience what golfers voted #1 for quality, selection, and affordability. Over 100 different championship courses, including 7 of America's 100 greatest. Indulge in gourmet cuisine, pristine beaches that offer endless activities, active nightlife, and more. It's an easy drive, and affordable nonstop flights are now available from over 25 cities. Start planning your Myrtle Beach golf vacation today and request a free quick quote for the best package rates. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's where America goes to play.
The Fernwood Hotel and Resort sits on over 440 acres of land. Rich Millard shows us around to 2 very different front and back nines and no 2 holes that look alike.
Fernwood, the golf course was built in 1969 and has been, I think, one of the all-time good stops in the area as far as a golfing destination, the Pocono Mountains, since its inception. We still have a lot of repeat business. We have a lot of owners here from our villas and guests. We pride ourselves in a day golf destination. We also do a lot of really nice stay and play packages here at the resort.
Fernwood Hotel and Resort offers a variety of accommodations from simple and economical to the deluxe, perfect to arrange that golf getaway.
We have 1-day, 2-day stay and play packages, golf packages, anywhere from 2 people to we have a couple groups in today of 16 and 12 gentlemen from New Jersey, New York, and surrounding areas. And they have the options of either villas or hotel stay, and just a lot of nice options for stay and play packages.
Surrounded by the natural beauty of the Pocono Mountains, the course provides 18 unique holes for a beautifully scenic golf experience.
It's different in the fact that a lot of golf courses that they do play, a lot of the holes are very similar. You will never find this here. All the holes are different, they're unique to themselves. We tell everybody, first time out, you may not play at your best. Second time, you'll really enjoy it because you know where to hit the ball. It's not long in yardage in today's world, probably about 6,200 from the blue tees, around 6,000 just short of 6 from the whites. But what it lacks in distance, it makes up in character. It's really a nice challenge, and it's fun for all levels of play. If you're ready, we'll head over to hole number 10 and take a look at that and start a little trip of the back 9. This is our 10th hole. Our tee area is right off the stream side and pool area, and it's a par 4. Starts the back 9, slight dogleg left. Tee shot is optimal. You really want to be kind of right center in the fairway, and you will be hitting to an elevated green. Again, probably I think that the one fault that people do make is they want to remember, because of the elevation of the green, to add probably about 10% of the yardage. Green's a good sized green. Pin placement can be a lot of different areas, and change your club selection for your second shot up to probably 3 different clubs. Probably one of the prettiest holes here on the back 9 property. Our front 9, as you saw, is just all fairways, trees, no structures at all. Our back 9, the 10 starts the back 9, is all through the villas, and plays probably, we tell everybody, about 3 shots tougher and usually about 15 minutes longer. Creates a totally different challenge in the front 9. And people do have their favorites. We have some people say they like the back 9 better, others say they like the front. Colleen, this is our number 13th hole. People ask me all the time if I had a favorite hole here at Fernwood. This would certainly be it. Really kind of unique. Par 4, not real long. Optimal tee shot would be left center, okay? You have basically a blind shot. You can't see the green from the tee. We've added a new back tee here, a blue tee, which has added probably another 40 or 50 yards to the hole, but I would say probably about 85% of our play is up here at the white. So you want to hit it just up here left center, and then when you do get up there, it's a kind of a stadium effect green. It sits down in the villas, a very, very pretty shot. From where you're going to be hitting your second shot, you still can't see the green. So you probably would want to walk to the top of the hill and take a look at the villas, pick a point, and then find the pin, and then hit toward that point. Second shot should be probably about 140 yards, 130 yards down to the green. Good sized green, very fair green, but just an overall really pretty hole. This would be my favorite here at Fernwood. Colleen, this is our 14th hole. That's actually our number 1 handicap hole. Probably one of the best tests of golf in the area, in the Pocono area. It's a par 4 hole. tee shot, you can pretty much hit your tee ball all you want. It's a nice golf hole. It's lined with the villas on the left side and trees on the right side with a stone row. You basically want to have your tee shot here, probably a little bit left center, and then you're hitting to an elevated green, similar to, if you remember our 10th hole. You don't want to forget, please add 10% for your second shot, because that will make up for the elevation of the green. Again, creates just such a really nice challenge for the lower handicap player, and he's going to go through 14, 15, and 16 here, and he'll have a challenge, and he wants to have his game in shape before he gets here. Again, like I said, this is part of the reason we talked about the back nine. Plays probably about 3 shots tougher than the front, about 15 minutes longer. But just really a true test of golf, 14, 15, and 16 here at Fernwood. Colleen, this is our number 15 hole. This is one of the par 4s headed towards home, towards the 18th. Very pretty hole, big bull pine on the left side. Optimal tee shot here again would be left center. It's a slight dog-leg right. Green sits back in the corner. There is a stone row on the right that is tree lined. You do not want to be right of the stone row. Left center here, just probably medium fairway wood or medium iron, and then second shot would probably be like a 9 or 8 iron to the green. Green does have a bit of a slope from right to left, and the green does present a challenge. But again, a very pretty hole here at Fernwood.
Number 15 does provide a challenge, especially if your second shot doesn't go quite as planned.
Anything right of the pines or the stone row here makes for a very difficult second shot. First of all, you need the elevation to hit it over the trees, and then second of all, the green does slope a little bit right to left. So that would be the number 1 mistake here on number 15.
So if you're eager to get out on the course or just a getaway for the weekend, Fernwood is a lot closer than you think.
The guests really enjoy the property. There's a lot to do, the surrounding area, and the nice thing is we are probably 45 to 50 minutes from Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area, also the Lehigh Valley. We are within 2 hours of Philadelphia and within 2 hours of New York City. So it's a really nice location, nice place to come and stay.
Up next on Inside Golf, our Teed Off panel explores the ShopRite LPGA Classic. That's coming up on Inside Golf.
I'm 9 now, but when I was 8, I'd do things I wasn't supposed to.
You don't talk when people are putting.
Always repair the ball mark.
You keep your own score, so you have to know how to add. And you gotta tell the truth.
Put a golf club in kids' hands and watch them grow.
If you do certain things that you're not supposed to, you get a shot added to your score. You don't want to do those things.
The first tee teaches kids values that will impact their communities and the rest of their lives.
If it wasn't for golf, I'd be like my friends, a couch potato.
Guests of Inside Golf enjoy dining at Sin Sin, the popular Asian fusion restaurant located on Germantown Avenue in the heart of scenic Chestnut Hill.
And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
The administration of the LPGA Tour offered them dates.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. This is our Teed Off segment today from Edgemont Country Club in Delaware County. We're at the Fireplace Room right adjacent to the 19th hole, with our panel that includes Joe Giuliano from the Philadelphia Inquirer, from Golf Styles Magazine, and Golf Talk Live, Mr. Tony Leodora, heard every Saturday morning on WNTP, and from the PGA Tour, the Champions Tour, Ed Doherty, and from Edgemont Country Club, where he got his start as a professional golfer. This coming early June, Tony, down at Seaview, once again, it's going to be the ShopRite LPGA Classic, returned to Seaview last year, the Bay course, and I understand they've made some changes. So if people go down there, what are they going to see?
Well, yeah, you're right. It made a successful return last year, I thought. It was a well-run tournament. Then, under new ownership this year, they came in and did major renovations. The entire hotel, the Pines course, they took out about 1,200 trees on the Pines course, and another 200 on the Bay that really didn't have many trees. But they did a lot of work with the turf on the Bay course. They scalped all of the humps and regrassed all of them, and did a major drainage project that will be the greatest improvement on the course, without a doubt. Turf quality on both courses is going to be so improved within a year.
Joe, your recollections from last year, I'm not sure if you were even there or not.
It was the same weekend as the
impressions of the return of the ShopRite Classic down the
Well, I think it's great that they got it back. I mean, it was really, they had the rug pulled out from under them the first time because Annika Sorenstein wanted to have a tournament the first weekend of June, and they told the Harrisons, who were the owners at the time, well, you can have this date, or this date, and it was not conducive to having a golf tournament down the shore. It was either in the middle of the busy season or when no one was there. So they had to give it up, and the Annika Sorenstam tournament went under, and luckily the new administration of the LPGA Tour offered them dates back, and unfortunately last year was U.S. Open, so they didn't really get all the attention that they could have gotten. But this year, first weekend of June, really not up against anything anything major. I mean, the Memorial is the same weekend, but you know, there's room for 2 tournaments that weekend, and I think they'll have a good time. You know, I love the Bay course. I'm looking forward to seeing the improvements down there. But I think they'll enjoy it. They'll have a good time. It's a very playable course for them, and I think most of them who've been there before have really liked playing there.
Joe, I mean, Ed, during your pro career, you never played at Seaview, I understand, right?
I played there one time.
One time?
The Philadelphia Assistant Pro Championship. It had to be like 1970 or 71. I just remember a lot of trees.
A lot of trees? See, they're gone. Tony took care of that for you.
Yeah, but I haven't been down there since.
How'd you make out? Do you remember?
I didn't win it.
No?
I did win the Philadelphia Assistant Pro at Squires. So
Okay.
I did win the championship, but I didn't win it there.
Well, it's good to see a revitalization of a tournament. I remember when it used to be a little farther south down the Parkway at what is now Great Bay Country Club. That's where I think it actually started.
It's always been a fan favorite place and a player favorite place. And Ed, I'm sure you understand that. There's certain places you like to go to play, maybe because of the course, maybe because of the town. In this case, I think it's sort of both. I think they enjoy playing the old Donald Ross Bay course, but they enjoy what happens to be in the town there too.
Well, by all means, I think the town, what to do at night, and the time of year that you hit a golf course, if the growth of the grass is, right at the right time, it makes for a great tournament.
I've been at Seaview a couple times, Tony, and played, and there's that one hole where you can walk through the hedges, and there's a bar right next to it. It's like, it's not part of the golf course, you know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah.
But it's like your own extra halfway house.
It's on the bay side.
Yeah, it's on the bay side.
Yeah. McGettigan's.
I don't want to say that.
Not that I didn't know about it.
I look at buy time or something.
Yeah.
But the other thing that works there too is the proximity of the casinos. I mean, a lot of players like to go into the city and gamble. And now, unfortunately, the other consideration is not that many tournaments in the U.S. You know, a lot of players, American players especially, will play every tournament in the U.S. that they can, because in the fall they go back over to Asia, in the summer they go to Europe. So there's not as many opportunities to play here.
Would you have loved to have played a senior tour event in Atlantic City, Ed?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
By all means, yes.
Well, one of the first was an Atlantic City Country Club, I think, hosted one of the early, if not the first.
It was born there.
Well, that was well before Ed. That's well before Ed was a senior, though. We're not going to say he's that old.
He was out there making the rounds on the regular tour. Hey, if you're in the area of Seaview, the Bay Course, I think it's the first week in June, the ShopRite LPGA Classic. Inside Golf is back with more in just a moment.
Teed Off has been taped on location at the historic Edgemont Country Club on Westchester Pike, a private club that caters to the community for weddings, outings, parties, and meetings. Find out more about the club that has hosted everyone from Bob Hope to Ed Doherty at Edgemont.com.
The Philadelphia section of the PGA of America is celebrating 90 years. Since 1921, the professionals of the Philadelphia section have proven themselves to be the players, teachers, managers, and stewards of the game of golf in the Philadelphia area. They are the experts in the game and business of golf. Please join us in celebrating our 90-year commitment to the game of golf.
It's time light beer got some character. 99 calories, 100% lager. Yingling Light Lager. Rethink your light beer.
Colleen Wolf's wardrobe is provided by Adidas, the leader in men's and women's apparel for the athletic golfer.
If you have a sweet tooth, we've found just the place for you. With over 220 barrels of candy, Country Kettle is sure to have your personal favorite.
Country Kettle is a large gift store. We're located here in the Pocono Mountains. We have everything from ladies' accessories to home decor to our candy shop, which is our claim to fame. Over 220 barrels of candy. It's all the same price, so the customers can mix and match any way they want.
In its 25 years, Pam's business has grown, and so have those barrels of candy.
We started very small. In fact, I started with 8 barrels of candy. And then as customers would ask for things, we'd make notes, and of course we'd add them on. Then we put on an addition, and that went over very nicely, and we added on again, and we just kept on going.
And much of what they sell, they make themselves.
We also have our own jams and jellies, everything from pepper jam to strawberry jam and grape jelly. We carry our own fudge, all our own chocolates, all different types of snack mixes. And again, we have samples out for the customers to try so they know they like them before they buy them.
And make sure you come prepared, because all customers at Country Kettle turn into kids in a candy store.
They love the candy shop. I mean, I'd like to say that they love all the rest of my store too, but it's when they get to the candy shop is when they'll say, "Oh my God, I love this place." It's all old-fashioned candy, so people tend to reminisce when they get back here.
But candy isn't the only thing that's sweet at this Pocono Mountain shop.
We carry a lot of collectibles. Swarovski is very big for us. We carry both their crystal line and their jewelry line. We also carry the line of John Madeira's jewelry, which is very popular. Annalise. You can get a gift for 99 cents or you can get a gift for $500 in everything. And like I said, the candy shop is the big thing. Can try all different kinds of samples. We often tell people we actually should charge a price for coming into the candy shop because that's how much they eat. But then they know when they leave that they like everything they've bought.
Well, that's going to do it for our first installment of Golf in the Poconos 2011 here on Inside Golf. And before we leave, we have such an incentive for you.
It's great. It's the 2011 Pocono Mountains Golf Around card. Harry?
7 courses. You pay $40 to get the card, and then each time you go out and play those courses, $25 a round, including golf cart, and you get to play each course twice. So that's 14 rounds of golf at a price that's unbeatable.
Yeah, I mean, it pays for itself, and Hideaway Hills and Fernwood are both on the card.
So make sure you get it. That's the 2011 Pocono Mountains Golf Around card.
Go to InsideGolf.net, click on the courses. We'll have the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau website right on our website, and you can get your card right there.
Next week, we're back in the Poconos. More golf in the Pocono Mountains. A look at Jack Frost and Mount Airy. For Colleen Wolfe, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you, don't pick up. We'll see you next time on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf has been brought to you by the Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau. Life's greater in the Pocono Mountains. Yingling, America's oldest brewery. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where America goes to play. Now fly nonstop on Spirit Airlines. Details at phillytomyrtle.com. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, celebrating 90 years.